What is going on, SoFi fans? Welcome back to Financial Journey. So today I want to talk to you about now what is floating out there for SoFi, especially that we did hit within the $5 range today. So I'm going to explain what that is, what that means for us as investors, and I also do want to talk on a very shocking price prediction. So I'm going to go over all of that, but before I do, making sure you guys hit that thumbs up and subscribe is always greatly appreciated. With that though, let's get right to it. Live ticker is going at the very bottom, currently down 1.7%, 25.9 million for volume, so definitely a very heavy volume day, and 5.8 million shares being purchased by institutions on the secondary market. So definitely a lot of good things happening today. But despite that though, like I said, we are currently red, which in reality doesn't necessarily make sense. Like I've been saying over the last couple of videos, Powell did talk on how they're going to be raising interest rates, and they do want to target slightly below 4% by the end of 2023, which in general is a very good thing for SoFi. So that's going to mean a lot more revenue going forward. So hopefully 2023 will be SoFi's year to shine. But like I said, we did hit a low today so far of $5.97. What does that mean for us as investors? Now a lot of people are talking about reverse split. So it's that fun topic that we hopefully thought we avoided when we did hit the $7 and $8 range, but unfortunately we are back at it. So when it comes down to it though, it is a very real thing that a lot of people need to realize. But at the end of the day, based on the shareholder meeting, we did technically already approve it. So nothing really us as investors can really do at this stage. So you just need to factor that in. If you do have any questions about that, let me know your thoughts on that in the comments below. But if we do hypothetically get below that $5 range for roughly about 10 consecutive days, do anticipate that SoFi is going to enact that and do a reverse split. So let me know your thoughts on that in the comments below, because I know that is a little bit more of a touchy subject, especially leading up to the recent shareholder meeting. There was a lot of debate, and that was one of the biggest divides among investors. But still, that is now something, another topic that is being resurged. But there is some other things I do want to go over before I get into that shocking price prediction. Shorts are really trying to take SoFi down, and the reason why I'm bringing up reverse split is because of shorts. Ultimately, shorts do want it to go below that $5 mark to cause a lot more fear, a lot more FUD. And right now they are increasing 1.69 million shares, which works out to be 1.39%. So in general, it's a little bit more of an interesting moment. Cost to borrow is also going down, so 1.69%, that's the average. And short score is 70.5, so that's also going down, largely because of utilization. Utilization as of last week did break that 100% range. So that's just something you need to factor in as far as a short squeeze, and if that's still on the table, most likely not. But there still is 123.41 million shares out there being shorted, so you never know, right? There could be a potential squeeze down the line if good news or even more additional good news does come out, just as far as a shocking kind of component. So let me know your thoughts on all of that in the comments below. But when it comes down to it though, I like to do a lot of technical analysis using moving averages and indicators and stuff like that. But a lot of people do like to use the Elliott wave. So I'm just going to quickly pop over here to Interactive Brokers, and just looking right here, we did get below the actual pivot point of $7.13, which unfortunately it does suck, and that's more so associated to the Fibonacci. But looking here, it does show SoFi in a short-term component being between the $3.71 to $4.29. I know that is absolutely very shocking, especially when I did see this. It definitely did catch me off guard 100%. So let me know your thoughts on that in the comments below. Keep in mind, obviously, it being within the $4 range, it doesn't really incorporate any reverse split because nobody can predict that. But still, if we are roughly around the $3.71, do anticipate that we're going to be doing a reverse split, most likely either a 5 or a 10 to 1. So that's my own 2 cents on that. Keep in mind, I'm not a financial advisor or anything, so do your own due diligence at the end of the day. But when I did see this, like I said, I found this very interesting despite all of the actual positive things. So we do have the student news that did come out, giving us a little bit more clarity and potentially more revenue going forward as well. And looking here, we've been getting a lot more analysts looking at us. And oddly enough, a lot more of them care about the student debt and that new clarity around that versus even our Q2 earnings. So we only got 2 analyst ratings from our Q2 earnings, as you can see here, Mizuho and Credit Suisse. But unfortunately, a lot of them just ignored us. Morgan Stanley, oddly enough, on the 25th did upgrade us. So now $7.50 price target, previously was $7. So if you do like a lot of analyst ratings such as this information, click on the link in the description below, and also the comments for Interactive Brokers just has a lot of good information such as this, which I do find very useful. And it does also have that Elliott wave component as well, if you are a big fan of that, if you don't like doing technical analysis as much as myself. But like I said, just want to quickly cap it off with my own technical analysis. Like I said, shorts are trying to take down SoFi prematurely. Right now, stochastic is extremely oversold, but we do have a nice deviation despite the red day. Black line above the red showing a nice bullish trend is wanting to form. And looking at momentum, you can tell number of retail presence is going up. So clearly a lot of people do find it advantageous at these prices to buy a SoFi, which is a no-brainer if you ask me. Like I've been saying over the last couple of videos, it's completely insane the fact that given all the recent news and updates for SoFi, that we're still at $6.07, which is mind-boggling if you ask me. RSI is currently at 41, and on the actual chart, still, like I said, no man's land, and still below that pivot point, and still technically below that 50-day moving average. There's a lot of strong resistance ahead of us, but still, I do feel that we can easily get over that. But like I always do, I like to give you what is happening behind the scenes, and another big thing and a bullish sign behind the scenes what's happening is big money is buying. So despite shorts wanting us to get below that $5 mark and trying to take us down as much as we are, there's a lot of value being sought out from SoFi. And so again, a lot of retailers are going up, volume is up, and clearly a lot of big money is buying. So you can see as of right now, these are all the transactions from the dark pool. And again, it is pretty substantial. This is a very big abnormality, especially considering only 2 hours within the trading day is a very good sign. And there is one very big order, $2.16 million as well. So again, take that how you see that. If you aren't a fan of looking at this, then ignore it. Me particularly, I like following what big money is doing, especially if it is behind the scenes. You can always associate what they're trying to do and when they do find significant value, such as right now with SoFi. So again, depending on your time horizon, if you are a long-term investor, these are amazing times to add to SoFi. Like I said, this is only for entertainment purposes. Do your own due diligence at the end of the day. But with all of that, don't forget to hit that thumbs up, and subscribe is always greatly appreciated. And with that said, I appreciate you guys watching, and let's all make a lot of money on SoFi.